Hey leaders, thanks so much for watching again. I hope you had a great break and a great Mother's Day for all the moms on our team. And thank you so much for everything that you do. As we kick off, I'm going to put a link in our video or in our email together. So go ahead and click on that link. It's going to talk a little bit more of us as leaders and how we relate to our students as we're starting a new series called Over Time. And so it's a little bit of our leadership development stuff. And it's talking about that we live in an on-demand world, but great things usually take great time. It's our job as leaders to teach our students that the things that really matter require perseverance. You don't get great relationships unless you work on them over time. You don't get great at sports unless you practice even when you don't feel like it. You don't get into a great college unless you start planning long before the application is due. And despite what Siri might tell us, life is not instant and it's not always easy. We've got to play for the long game. Then take a look at the link that's in our email for more information about this stuff and fun ways of looking at this idea of overtime as a leader. So like I said, we're starting a brand new series called Overtime this week. It's a 3-week series, and most of us don't have the patience to wait on results. We get antsy standing in front of the microwave, and impatience is just a part of our culture. And when it comes down to our communication, we want someone to text us back immediately. We have a question, we Google it right away. Why is that? Because we have an expectation for instant results. We know what we want and we want it right now. And even though this is how we're used to operating, there are some good things in life that we can't have immediately. Now, whatever it is you practice, I bet you've gotten better at it over time. All of us know that some things in life get better over time, but I think we can go even one step further. I think this is true for some of the best things in life get better over time. Now, what if I told you that you could have better friends, a better life, a better relationship with God? I don't think any of us would argue with wanting all of those things, but they don't happen overnight. These things take an investment of time. In order to find the best things and to experience the best things, we have to fight our tendency to get those things instantly. So we're going to look at this week a passage from Scripture found in the book of 2 Corinthians. And at this point in Scripture, everyone was basically starting from the same place. In this passage, Paul is writing to all of these new Christians. Nobody has anybody to look back to and telling them exactly what a life following Jesus looks like. And this is what Paul says: whoever sows sparingly will also reap sparingly. And whoever sows generously will also reap generously. And that's chapter 9, verse 6. And basically, Paul's just saying to them that in order to harvest something, you have to start by sowing a single seed. But that same principle applies when it comes to our relationship with God. Because if we want to grow closer to God, it takes a little bit of effort and a little bit of time. Think about the friends you have right now. How long did it take for you to grow that relationship? A month, a year, 5 years? How many times have you talked and hung out with or done something fun with your friends? Probably a lot. Real lifelong friendships happen over time because the best relationships happen when you spend time together over time. And this is true for your friendships with people, and it's true for your friendship with God. A better relationship with God happens when you spend time over time with God. So this week, first, spend time with God. You've already taken this step for our students that they're going to be here Sunday night. Coming to church is one of the healthiest things you can do for your relationship with God. There's just something about the habit of going out to an actual place and meeting with real people that matters. The next thing is keep going over time. Now here's the best part of all this. You aren't just trying to hunt God down. He's after you too. And not in a creepy way, in a he's crazy about you kind of way. God's not hiding from you. He's not avoiding you. He's pursuing you, and he wants you to pursue him. So this week in small groups, you're going to get what we're calling an experience, an XP for our curriculum. And it's an idea that we want to set goals this week for the next 3 weeks, for 21 days. And each day, students get to write down the way that day that they achieved or got closer to the goal that they want to do. Now, this might not be for everybody, but it's a good hands-on, take this home, do this for the next few weeks as we're in this series of Over Time. Keep practicing it. And if it's not for your small group, that's fine. I get it. But I want to provide some hands-on, take this home stuff for your students to practice the idea of over time in their lives each and every day. So this week, we will see you at 4:15 p.m. for our longer, more in-depth meeting. We have some stuff we want to discuss with you as leaders and as parents of teenagers. So thanks for everything that you do. Have a great week, and we'll see you Sunday. Bye, guys.